The Crowth remembers 1518. Strasbourg, Alsace. A woman stepped into the street and danced for 6 days straight. It began with a single citizen, Frau Trophia, on a stifling summer day in the free imperial city of Strasbourg. She simply walked outside and began to move. Witnesses swore she appeared to be in a trance, her face a mask of misery, yet her legs moved with unrelenting, terrifying speed. She did not stop to eat, nor to drink, nor to rest. For 6 days, she danced. By the end of the first week, over 30 other citizens, men and women, had joined her. They were not dancing for pleasure, nor for a festival. It was a visible, agonizing compulsion. Their movements were convulsive, their eyes wild. They wept in pain, but their feet refused to be still. The dance had become a curse, and the city officials, overwhelmed by this bizarre epidemic, believed the remedy was to exhaust the fever. The authorities, advised by local physicians, concluded that the afflicted were suffering from hot blood and that they simply needed to complete their dance. They cleared the city squares, erected temporary wooden stages, and even hired musicians to amplify the sound and quicken the pace. The plan was not to stop the dancers, but to kill the fever through the very means of its expression. This catastrophic miscalculation turned the public squares into a fatal spectacle. Within a month, the crowd swelled to an estimated 400 people. The hot, cobbled streets became a macabre dance floor. Historians and chroniclers of the time recorded the terrifying speed with which this plague consumed the dancers. Their bodies were not built for this exertion. They stumbled, they writhed, and finally, they collapsed. Official reports documented that at the height of the frenzy, up to 15 people were dying every day from strokes, heart attacks, and simple, total exhaustion. The dancing had become a dance of death. As the tragedy peaked, the authorities finally reversed their fatal order. They declared the affliction to be not a fever of the blood, but a punishment sent by the angry Saint Vitus. The remaining dancers were forbidden from the public squares and instead taken to a distant shrine in Saverne, where they were forced to put on red shoes and perform solemn rituals of penance. The dancing did not stop overnight, but slowly, mysteriously, the compulsion faded, leaving the city in a silence more profound than any noise could convey. The cause of this dark, documented event remains a mystery. The two most credible theories stand in opposition. The first, now largely disputed by modern science, is ergotism. This is poisoning caused by consuming bread made from rye grain contaminated with the Claviceps purpurea fungus, which produces lysergic acid. The symptoms include convulsions, spasms, hallucinations, and intense muscle pain, a plausible mirror for the dancer's agony. The second theory, more heavily supported by academic research, is mass psychogenic illness, or mass hysteria. Strasbourg in 1518 was a city crippled by famine, disease, and superstition. The psychological terror of their reality, combined with a local belief in a curse from Saint Vitus, could have created a collective delusion where the mind commanded the body to move in a physical manifestation of shared grief and stress. It was the terror of the collective unconscious acted out upon the body. We cannot point to a toxin or an evil spirit. We only know what the records testify, that hundreds of people danced until their hearts failed. The Strasbourg dancing plague stands as a chilling monument to the terror of the human mind, a time when the body betrayed the will, and a city watched, horrified, as its citizens performed their own collective execution. What verified tragedy do you believe must be remembered? Tell us below.